I've decided since I'm going to be playing Elden Ring for quite some time here, the level cap is 730 or so. Uh, so I'm going to be doing Elden Ring for quite some time. Then I might as well teach you guys how to play a more advanced style of game. And I say it's an advanced style of game because this isn't just some click and kill or whatever. Uh, this is the same kind of game that is Dark Souls related. And so these kind of games are for people who actually have skill. So if you don't have a lot of skill and you want to get better and get skills to play games better, these are the kind of games that you really need to play. Is the Dark Soul type games, and Elden Ring fits into that, where it actually matters how good and how skilled you are determines how far you're going to get really in the game. Now, I am currently here at the very start of the game. I came to the very start, but I've leveled this character up a little bit. As you can see, the character is currently at level 18. You can see over there it says runes needed. That's the runes that I need to level my character up, which actually I can't do at the moment because I actually just died. Uh, to come back here and show you guys all this stuff, I'm actually going to go get my runes. So one of the things about these games that makes it harder is if you die, you lose all of your important stuff. Mainly in this case, your runes for this game, or your experience in Dark Souls, or more importantly, another feature of these games that makes them hard is if you die, everything you killed comes back. Now, sometimes there's a little bit of exception to that, like some of the bosses. For example, this is a tutorial cave here. So you actually drop down from up there, and you'll actually come through here. Another thing with these games is they're usually single player, but they're also multiplayer, and I'll discuss the multiplayer here in a minute. But you'll see like other people will leave messages like this. And you can actually see them kind of moving around with that ghost image there. So, and they'll try to give you tips and tricks on what to do. So like if you do this, sometimes their ghost doesn't appear. So we're just going to go through here real quick. This is the tutorial area where you first learn to do combat. So I'm going to easily take care of all the things through here. Now when I first started the game, I actually started with the hardest build, which is a wretch at level 1 with only a club to start the game out with. No shield, no nothing, none of this armor that you see on. My character was completely naked. All I had was a club to start the game out with, which makes it incredibly difficult. But that's just because I'm an advanced player and I'm able to start the game out low. You actually are able to start out with a level 10 character, which will make the game a lot easier if you're a little bit afraid of starting hard games like this. This is where pro players come in. You know, anybody can play a lot of these other games that come out. They're really for children and like weak, terrible players. These games here, though, the Dark Souls games and Elden Ring, are different. There's an archer up there. He's gonna be an annoyance. But so we're going to get on with it here, and I'm going to give you a bunch of tips and tricks along the way to make you a decent player. Practice, though, is what's going to make you go from a decent player to a really good player. So this guy's a little different. He has a shield. So the first thing, when you come across an enemy, you always want to hold your guard up, like this. If you have a guard. Now, I started with just a club, so I didn't have any guard. I had no shield, no guard to protect me. So I was completely reliant upon my dodging. So what you gonna do? My throat's a little raspy. So as you saw, when he hit my shield, he actually kind of was stunned there for a moment. I don't know why he's not attacking me. I know there's a tutorial. So, he's dead. Again, guard up. Now we have 2 zombies here. They're going to be pretty easy to kill. Like I said, this is the tutorial area. It kind of helps teach you how to play the game good. Now this is the archer. Again, keep your guard up to protect against those arrows like that. And go in for the kill. I'm gonna see if he dropped it. He probably. Oh nope, he's still alive. I think I went down there and checked. Okay. So once you get that done, so we've gone over guarding. You need to keep your guard up at all times whenever you are pretty sure there's an enemy ahead. Dodging. Very important to learn how to dodge and when to dodge and the timing. That takes practice. That's why I'm telling you that you have to practice, practice, practice. I'll just run through here. It's just teaching you, in games like this, it'll teach you that you can actually hide by crouching in the foliage to sneak up on your opponent. If you crouch and walk, you can sneak up on things better. And if you hide in the foliage, you can sneak up on things even better. So that is important to know those kind of skills, but it's something that's pretty much what I consider common sense. Like, if you're hiding in the bushes and if you're sneaking, you're going to be less likely to be seen, less likely to be caught, and you'll be able to sneak up on your opponents better by doing that. I almost forgot you were here. Oh, you're still alive. Did it really take that many hits to kill you? Well, that was just me underestimating my opponent. Don't ever underestimate your opponent. That's a good way to die. Now, I've already beat the boss that's here, but this is the boss of the tutorial. You'll fight him in this area here, and you'll kill him. Bosses do not come back. Usually, there probably is an exception or so. I haven't gotten to it though yet in the game. But a lot of times, bosses do not come back. Alright. And this is a course where you started out, and this is a course where you fall down in the tutorial area down there. Alright, so moving on for the tutorial area, you'll come out into this real world. So when we come up here, now you'll notice that there's this here. I have not got the item yet to pursue this. If I hit yes, you'll see I don't have the item for it yet. So this is an item that you need to come and get throughout the game and then bring back to this statue. Now, the lever is here for when, if you did what I did, which was teleport in here. To bring the elevator back down. That's the only point of the lever there, is to bring the elevator back down. Now, if you came through here originally, this elevator is already down. You won't be using the lever. So then you'll hit the middle plate. That causes this to go up. There's really nothing exciting here. I mean, you can bash open a couple pots, but... So then you'll come to here and you'll be able to leave outside into the actual real world of the game. Now for games like this, what I teach to people is, if you really want to get better and better, do the same thing over and over again. And it's kind of boring, but to see how much further you can go every time. Because like I said, everything will come back only when you die, or when you go to a different area, like inside of a cave. And you can actually exploit that too for some things, which I'll demonstrate later. Do not fall, you will die from falling. Very, very bad, and especially right now for me, I do not want to fall because I need to go get my stuff. Now there always is ways to get down to places like that. You just have to find the way down. Sometimes it's a very dangerous way to go down, sometimes it's not. I was hoping I'd see a couple things up in here that I could talk to you guys about before I head for my gear. Well, not my gear, my runes, but I probably should try to actually kill the birds and not just scare them like some maniac. So you'll find plants like this around here. Stupid squirrel, I hate them. Like this one here. So I can actually pick that up, and that's a crafting ingredient. Oh, this stupid little squirrel. So these squirrels are really annoying. I just call them squirrels, because you really can't kill them until you get the horse. So when you come out here from in this side there, let's come back up here so you can actually see the view. So you'll see a couple things. The first thing you'll probably notice is a grace over here. But you may also have seen this guy here.
Luckily for you, however, there is one shining ray of hope for even the maidenless. Me, Vare. Take care to listen. Are you familiar with grace? The golden light that gives life to you tarnished. You may also behold its golden rays, pointing in a particular direction at times. That is the guidance of grace, a path that a tarnished must travel. Indeed. Grace's guidance holds the answers. It will lead you tarnished to the path you are meant to follow, even if it leads you to your grave.
So basically what he's trying to teach you here is that the grace actually points you into the direction you should be headed. So if you actually look at this, you'll see this little ray here. You see how it's pointing this way? So it's telling me that if I want to start on my journey and I actually want to go down the story path of the game, I need to head this way. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Oh, good. Here's one. I was hoping to find one of these. So, this little white skull here, you can kick it around, by the way. This little white skull here happens when a player dies, and then they also... I want to make sure Sir Night-a-Lot doesn't kill me. So, these white skulls here that you can kick around, they're very important, actually, because this is where a player died. When you find one of this is where a player died, but not just where they died. They died and lost their runes. So, they died already once, because when you die once, you have the opportunity to go get your runes back, which for me is right here. So I can go get my runes back right now. But if I die before getting those runes back, wherever I die now, before I go get those runes back, there will be a skull on the ground. Now, if you break the skull open, you will get a little prize, a golden ring. So let's take a look at the golden ring and see what it does, because this is why it's so important. So this golden ring says used to gain a small number of runes. Okay, so, and there's different levels of these, by the way. This is the weakest level. So this is a golden ring rune level 1. There's more than level 1. There's level 2, 3, and I think there's a 4 and maybe a 5 too. I know there's at least level 3 of them because I've gotten the level 3 one. So we're going to use this, and you'll see at the bottom right that I've now got some runes. Now, I already had some runes, because every time you kill something, you get some amount of runes for the kill. So for this, I got 200 runes added on to 191 that I'd already gotten from killing those zombies in the tutorial. So this is going to be your main real premise of the game early on, is that you're going to want to get runes so that you can level up. So we need to go to where the Grace told us to go, which was this way, which is actually pointing to that church up there on that hill. But as you can see, we have a problem. There's that knight there in the way. So what we're going to do is we're going to avoid Mr. Night-a-Lot, because he's very dangerous. We're going to keep our distance from him here. He, very, very dangerous guy. You do not want to fight him. Not yet. You'll want to fight him when you get to like level 40 or so. Level 30, level 40. But not right now. So now we get into the church, and you'll meet up with probably the first merchant that you'll find in the game, unless you go searching off in some weird other direction. This is where it pointed us to, this church. Now you'll notice that this one is pointing us to go this way. So let's go ahead and go this way, because I need to go get my stuff before I lose it. Now everything should be back, because I went down to the tutorial area, and that's considered like a cave area. These areas they're like the tutorial area, the caves and stuff, when you go in them, everything comes back as if you died. So, as you can see, again, you see how I stunned him there? By blocking. Boom. He's down and dead. One down. Now, you hear that? That means that there's a scarab nearby. Now, I know where it is. I'm not going to go after it at the moment because I want to go do a couple other things first. Because it's going to give me back all of my health and my flasks. So I want to try to use up that health before I go and get it back. So again, you can grab all these little flowers and stuff. They do different things as far as like making different potions and stuff for you and different other crafting crap. I may go over that later, but I'm not going to go over it right now. So again, backstab. Boom. And he's dead. Grabbing a couple items real quick. Boom. I don't know why I let him hit me like that. Ooh. Alright. Doesn't really matter. I'm going to get my health back here in a minute now. Kill the boar before it gives me issues. So you'll see rune fragments. They're actually very important because they're a crafting ingredient so you can do other crafting. They're used in a lot of different crafting recipes, so definitely pick up a lot of those rune. Stupid little deer. All right, so we're getting back over here now to where I died at. Always go and get your stuff back. Don't be killing crap like I'm doing until you get your stuff back. It's so important because you can lose hours and hours of work if you don't. And the last thing you want to do is lose 3 or 4 hours of you killing stuff just because you didn't go back and get your stuff. So always go back and get your stuff. After you die, that should be your very first thing you do is go get your stuff. Now you'll notice that I'm all the way up to 3,615. Now I'm going to kill a couple of things before I go get my health back. Oh, wow. Well, I forgot about these guys that were here. Try to get only one thing at a time to attack you. Having to deal with multiple opponents is dangerous. Very, very dangerous. Whenever possible, always do one-on-one. And don't ever underestimate, even in what could seem like a easy, simple opponent. Because even a simple opponent in these kind of games can tear you limb from limb in a heartbeat. Alright, so we're going to start our assault on the ruins here. dodge. I stunned him there. And that's how you get these guys, just like that. You gotta learn to do dodging and guarding. And then once you get those down really good, you need to work on the next thing, which is parrying. So I'm just going to convince him to come out here a little bit. Again, you see my shield took the damage. Now I can go in and do some real damage on him. I just noticed him out of the corner of my eye. I believe I actually got hurt. It kind of upsets me. Because now I gotta use that. And I don't want to use it that early. Around fires, check for butterflies. They're very important. That one didn't happen. Okay. And it's nighttime, so you gotta be very careful because the enemies blend in very well with their environment. Left himself open after he attacked, and I went in for the kill. Now, moving along. Now you'll notice that I haven't gone into the ruins yet. I'm circling around the outside. Always do this whenever you're like at a, I guess what you'd call a dungeon, an outside dungeon. When you're at an outside dungeon like this, you always want to circle the outside and work your way from the outside in. Because an outside dungeon like this can also hold an inside dungeon. So there'll be an outside dungeon protecting an inside dungeon, which is what this actually is here in this case. Alright. Again. You'll notice that they do that all the time. They go in for that hard spear hit, and when they miss, they're kind of like stunned almost. It's stamina. The enemies have stamina just like you do. And so different gear that you have on will slow your character down or speed it up depending on the gear that you have on. Like if I took all this armor off, I could roll a lot faster and be way more maneuverable. But I've chosen armor protecting me against damage over maneuverability. You gotta make a choice. I'm just going to continue to circle around on in. The boss is over there with the one with the very nasty looking shield. So we don't want to fight him yet. We want to try to keep circling around, killing off the stragglers. There's also one, in this case, there's also one guy that can call all the guards to you. How you do that? And so you will have like 20 guards attacking you if you let him sound the alarm. So do not let him sound the alarm. I'll show you who he is, by the way. Careful. Learn to listen. You can hear things as well. Your ears are just as important as your eyes in games like this. I don't want to be on an uneven terrain. That's a recipe for disaster. And notice that was a short stab. That was his long stab. Short stab. Short stab. Short stab. I just parried him. You see what I did? Parried him, and I went in for a fatal blow. So you need to learn how. Once you get dodging down, and once you get guarding down, you need to learn to get parrying down, which is a lot harder because the timing has to be absolutely precise. But if you can get it off, you can cause a fatal blow like that. Gotta be careful. I know for a fact there's a dog around here. Knowing what's around the area too helps. I'm gonna let the dog come over here. And I'm gonna kill it. Now somebody died here and lost all the runes. Another white skull. You want other players to die and lose all the runes because that gets you 200 free runes that you don't have to work for. Now I'm going to come back around here. The guy that sounds the alarm is actually over here. He's actually right here. I'm not going to let him sound the alarm. Map fragment found. So that's where your first map fragment is right here, by the way. Now, I think the boss is the other one left. They want to make damn sure of it, though. Now, your best hope... Oh, shit. See, he wasn't the only one left. There was this guy. Trying to get away from the boss because I want to surprise attack him. Over here where I know I'm safe. Let me get some water real quick. I have bad sinuses. And it runs in my family, sadly. Okay. So I think he's gone now. Grab the item and drop. Alright, so there's the boss of the upper rooms. So one of the things I'm gonna do is get my health back up. I'm gonna try to sneak up on him here. Oh boy. Okay. Wait, why do I have a different sword? Oh shit. There we go. Okay. Well, that sucked because I had the wrong sword on. Stupid fence is in my way. Okay. For now, I'm going to attempt to retreat. Oh, and I couldn't. I turned around too late. I was going to try to retreat and the wall was there. So, let's do this. Damn it. So, sometimes things go wrong like that. You make little mistakes like that. I'm all the way over here. Why did it start me? Oh, because I didn't freaking do any other graces. I guess I do have to start back here. Well, I did not open up any other graces, so it started me from the last grace that I saved at. That's alright. I will fly through here and we'll get back to where we need to go. Remember, after you die, you need to go get your stuff back immediately. I'm not really worried about any of these zombies. They're not really of any threat to me. As good as a player as I am. If I die by these guys, I deserve to lose my shit. Now, I want you to notice, you see how I broke his guard there? They have a green bar on them, which is your stamina, just like you do. No, you don't. So, remember that. Break their green bar, and then they'll be vulnerable to being attacked. Oh, you actually hit me. Oh, no, you don't. Alright. Run up this hill real quick. Get out of this tutorial area. This time this jackass. Goodbye. Alright, so we're out of here. And we're gonna go get our stuff back. I'll continue to teach you guys what you need to do. So a couple things before we go any further, though. So one of the first things that you're going to want to do is go down to System, and you're going to want to go over and to the graphics part, and you're going to want to go down here to HDR. It by default it is off. You're going to want to turn it on. It stands for High Dynamic Ratio. What that means basically is a way huger variety of colors. Basically, you're going to have better graphics if you turn it on. Now, I always turn music down so that I can hear the environmental sounds better, but that's your choice. So that's for settings. And then the other thing, what was the other thing? There's one more thing that I wanted to talk to you guys about. Oh, no, it wasn't the only thing for settings. Okay, so the other thing under settings was in controls. You can actually go in here and you can actually set all your own controls up the way that you prefer it. Now, what I've done is I've actually replaced crouch and jump. Originally, jump is is X. Jump is X by default, and crouch is R3. I absolutely hate when you have games where when you're using the control stick here, using the control stick, and oops, I pushed it in too far, and now I'm crouching down. That is absolutely game breaking and devastating. So, whenever I can on games like that, I will switch it off to anything. I'll get rid of crouch. I don't want to crouch. And I'll turn it on if I need to do it for something. But in this game, you can't just get rid of it. So I replaced jump with the R3 button and crouch with X, which for me works way better because I don't mind it jumping around a little bit. By the way, be careful, you can fall off of that and die or get crushed. And so just remember that you can change the controls, and like I said, put the graphics up to the highest setting. So you'll want to turn these on as well. As you can see, it says that it's now activated. So activate those whenever you can. And now we're going to go ahead to get our stuff back. And be careful not to get killed by Sir Night Alive. Eventually you get a horse, which will make things a bit easier to get around the map. Let me come over here and kill these jerk-offs real quick. Careful though, these guys can kill you quickly if you're not careful. The rock to hide behind, make it a little bit easier on me. Okay, good, they're dead. Okay. I'm gonna heal myself. I cannot afford to die at the moment. It's about 4,000 runes on the line. Alright, so now I'm just gonna head for my runes. caught in the fence, didn't you, buddy? Sucks for you. Learning an enemy's movements is so vital in games like this. When you come across a new enemy, it probably will kill you the first time that you fight it, unless it's like really weak. Because you need to learn the movements in order to know how to dodge and kill an enemy. That includes the bosses especially. And I mean it. Do not underestimate anything in the game. Like, if you do, you will regret it. And that's the door. I'm just gonna run away. I'm not gonna deal with them. Especially knowing that these guys are here. Again, I blocked him, stunned him, killed him. That's it. Over here and try to kill this off. Alright. Go get our stuff before something stupid happens and I get killed and I get really upset. Okay, now that I got my stuff back, I can be a little bit more reckless. I happen to know there's two of these guys here. Oh shit, please don't have me fight both once. Ooh. And they're down for the count. Alright, so those two are dead. 6,000? Cool. Okay. Remember, that's the hard stab. Hard stab means you can go in for the kill. Short stab means he's going to be able to defend himself. Again, learn the enemy's attacks and you'll know when to go in for the kill. Or go in for some damage. not always going in for the kill, but at the very least you're going to go in for some damage, if not the kill. Again, long stab. He's vulnerable. He's done. That's simple. Learn your opponent's moves. Wait. See? Stunned him. Bam. That's simple. By the way, there's your first treasure chest you will find in the game are on these carts here. I've already looted them though. You can only loot them once. We actually hit him. Stupid dog. Okay. Come over here. Dead. The wolf's turn. The wolf has either a huge bite or he'll do that little growling bite that he does. And so he has two different normal attacks you gotta watch out for. So. Now I know there's still another one or two of these guys, so let me try to find them. For now, I'm just trying to get him to come towards me a little bit. Use this wall to hide behind a little bit. And now see he called on for help. Which means here comes the boss. And looks like there's two others left alive besides him. The boss is a real problem anyhow. Oh, there's another shield guy. I'm gonna try to just back away. You'll notice that there's areas they cannot go beyond. Really terrible at attacking this guy. He killed me quick as day. Oh no! I just realized that I didn't save the thing. So now I gotta start the tutorial again. Dang it. Okay, that's the first thing I'm gonna do now. I gotta get stronger before I kill this dude, if you haven't noticed, and get better equipment. Oh, now I'm annoyed. So now I'm gonna start all the way back here. Gosh. Thought you were gonna hit me. Yeah, just hit me. You jerk! How dare you hit me? This is why you cannot take things lightly. Yeah, I know. Now you didn't fall off the whole thing. You can fall off now. He's dropping it. There we go. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to get on my horse here just to make this a lot quicker. Ow, you jerk. Right up through here real quick. Okay. I got all my stuff back. I'm gonna go over here to this grace real quick and save it so that we don't keep getting put back miles away from where we're trying to get our stuff up. And I'll be back in a minute. Alright, so first thing I'm going to do before we go any further is I'm going to use my runes. Level up. So I'm just trying to get all these stats up here, so I'm going to put strength up to 13 first. No way. Oh, okay, there we go. 13. 13. Alright, so I'm going to put strength and endurance up. That will let me level up to 20. And now I'm a little bit stronger. Rinse and repeat. Get runes, level up, get runes, level up. Oh, one more thing I wanted to do. Oh, somebody died here. So there's other stuff here that you can look at. Like passing the time, flasks, memorize spell, and sort chest, stuff like that. So, you'll notice I don't have any spells. Not only are you having to use runes to level up, shit. Okay, you got me. Dodge. Ugh. Big mistake, buddy. Oh, he recovered before I could. My endurance is all the way down and it's causing me to get hit. Alright. That was a little risky slash dangerous. There's that big bite. I'm just going to continue to kill stuff to get up to the next level. Alright, let's see how we're doing on that. So, status. Runes needed. 2,857. I have 2,626. I need a couple more kills. Recover my endurance so I can kill the other one. Oh, that was that basket of his. I went in a little too deep, and it costed me dearly. Alright. Too late. Too late again. I'm trying to learn the timing for the parry. That was not helping matters. See those butterflies? Boom. Those are the butterflies I was talking about that you need. barely got out of range of that. Alright, I gotta get this guy some moves in. Alright, he has the big stab. Slice. Okay, so I can hit it. So I can dodge, block a lot of his blows, but then I gotta get out of danger. I gotta reset. Oh! The best I've done at him yet. Fair enough, he countered my attack. Alright, so we're gonna do other things other than deal with this dude, because this gets boring and you need to kind of just do different things and try out different bosses and stuff uh, till you can actually get strong enough to kill them. So, purposely died over here right by my thing. So pick it up. How much do I have now? Oh, that's 3,000. I haven't have to go level up one more time. Okay. Level up. That's our HP up. shit. My endurance is dead. What an idiot. The damn wolf. What a moron. Alright. One of these kills off before I head out of here. Let me go ahead and kill this dude real quick. Dodge, attack. Dodge, attack. Dodge, attack. Dodge, attack. My endurance was hella low there. I shouldn't have done that, but I've got pretty confident the shield guys now. Except for the leader, but super boss shield dude. Probably let him get a little closer than needed. Alright, so I'm going to go down to this cave here. This is probably the first boss you'll be able to kill. I'm just going to go down here real quick and show you this. There is a bunch of wolves in here. Don't think there is not. Including a boss wolf who can wreck you if you let him. Now, the real boss though is back over there. I say boss wolf, but he's just a strong wolf than the other wolves. Alright, one wolf down. That's the boss wolf there, I just heard him. Not really worried about the other wolf too much. Definitely more worried about the boss wolf. Alright, so I killed the boss wolf. Come down here now. There's another wolf that's laying down here. Him. Alright, so if you manage to get this far, you'll come down here, and there will be a yellow door right here. And if you go through the yellow door, you will appear here, inside the boss's lair. Bosses, this is the boss here, he's dead. What, no, that's not the, is it the boss? No, that's the boss. Where's the boss's corner? Well, wherever the boss is in here. He's dead now. And so you'll be able to return to the entrance. So once you kill a boss, that's it. It's over. It's done. Now there's also non-boss monsters, but they're, I guess you'd call them elite monsters. They're very hard to kill. But you might as well consider them a boss. So remember, when you go in a cave and you come out, everything will be back as if you died. Keep this in mind, always. Saw me kill that dude, he's like, screw that, and ran away. Oh, I hear him. Oh, he got brave for a moment. Nowhere left to run. Gonna die under the sun. There's nowhere left to run. Somebody died right here. I'll take that. before he comes over here and does some serious hurt. What the hell is that? Help back. Okay, so a couple things I'm going to do here. Alright. How many stones do I have? I thought I had... Okay, I can put this up again. Okay, so this armament cannot be strengthened anymore at the smithy. Why am I using water shield? I should be using the metal shield. There we go. Was the water shield better? Let's see here. Ooh. Ah. It's a better helmet. Still the same chassis. Still the same arm. Still the same legs. Okay, we're gonna go over here.
Ah, it's you again. Always a pleasure. Care to purchase anything?
Sell that. Sell that.
Goodbye.
See if I can move. What else do I have? 654. Inventory. Let's see. I don't think I have it. No, I knew I didn't. Okay. Save 3,000. Okay. Fair enough. I'm so close that I'm gonna just go over here and earn it. Oh, cool, that helped. That. Need to kill a couple more of them, I think. Or wait, no, maybe that's enough. 110 is close. No, I need 122. Need an animal or something. Alright, that's that guy down. That should be enough. So let's go level up, and then I'll go to a new area. And show you guys a little bit else. Come on. attention to where I was going. Okay, here's the church. Alright. So I'm going to show you how dangerous this night is. Real quick. Now that I have nothing to really lose. So, as you can see, he absolutely obliterated me. So you gotta be careful of these guys. He's an actual boss. Now, the difference between him and what I call an elite monster, which would be over here. So this here is an elite monster. Ah, I fell off the cliff. So I hate fighting him with that. Well, let me try again. I kind of wasn't paying attention either. I'll be right back. I gotta go get that stuff.